Mr. Nelson don't care. Behold, Mr. Nelson don't care what the latest fuck. What else is there? Admit it, you're stuck. But Mr. Nelson don't care. Watch Mr. Nelson don't care. Watch Mr. Nelson draw. Listen to him tell his tales and see what you saw. All whistles and bells. Behold Mr. Nelson's art. Hear what has to say from the very start. Beyond the end of the day, after latest fuck, what else is there? The minute you're stuck, but Mr. Nelson don't care.
Yeah. Oh, it turns itself off. That's good. I thought I had to run over there and do that. Yeah, well, anyway. Oh, look, I have my little logo in the corner. It's not all that impressive, but what are you going to do? So I'm going to draw portraits of some really awful, as the title suggests, yet another couple, parents, whatever, that are just, not worth the skin they're in, and I did that before, and that previous pair, though, that was the couple that sold their baby for a 6-pack, and I don't know, I think $1,000, something like that. Well, this couple's even worse because those children are no longer with us, But the thing about the previous one, I was like, when I was all done with it, I was like, it turned out pretty good. Usually some of these, just because, again, the awkward position with the camera and all that, haven't been very happy with the results of quite a few of these drawings. But, oh boy, hopefully sooner or later it'll take off, So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Maybe a couple of others. And then that'll be that. Later on, which would be later on, it'll be in the morning hours, I will do a live stream of Mr. Nelson's Sunday Comics. So I don't know if you're still conscious by then you can join me on that. If not, don't worry, you can catch it later. I'll leave it up. I won't take it away or private it. No, even though some I probably should. Will I ever learn? But first, oh boy, look at the chats coming in. A. Thompson, Doug. That's me. A. Thompson, too much drama with the other resident artist. Well, not surprising. I figured something of this nature would occur, and seems to be pretty standard reaction from a certain personality. Oh boy, it's often been said that truth hurts. Yeah. So anyway, Doug, do you have any ex-girlfriend drama? Well, you notice I never talk about that stuff. That's what I don't get a lot of. Now, some instances I understand because it's going to be out there anyway. But I would advise people as much as possible to keep that out of there, even if it's someone you're not fond of anymore all that much. You know, but nevertheless, you may have decided to put yourself out there and have a channel or a podcast or whatever. They did not. So you have to be considerate of those things. I know I delve in absolutely nasty comedy and often very offensive. Turns out I'm secretly a gentleman. Yeah, I know. It's embarrassing, but there it is. Yeah, because I worry about even my own crap, and I think, oh, I don't know. It's like I was showing off the New York Post Stories cartoons the other night, you know, and I was going through. I would just pick a few at random from the files I had, it demonstrating how I do the animation and all that. And then I came upon one I'd completely forgotten about, but it was this poor woman who lost her feet because her, I don't know if they were married or not, but boyfriend, whatever, shoved her into a train and it cut her feet off, you know. Well, of course, my artistic interpretation of it reduces it all to a silly cartoon. You know, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. So, but look, you know, if the woman herself said, "Hey, asshole," I was a, you're right. I apologize. Any other idiot, you know, the hall monitors and what now. So that's how that goes. You know, I mean, look, I'm on her side. You know, her boyfriend's a piece of shit, and I think the punishment should fit the crime. So, you know, they should amputate his feet. Anyway, things like that. I still have something of a conscience left, you know. So anyway, won't be delving into things like that. Hey, Thompson, have you ever fixed Dixon? Well, fucked Dixon. Not yet. Yeah. Nodak123, fuck you, Karmic X, LOL, JK, or LOL joking, I guess. How's it going? Nodak123, hit the like button. That's right. Listen to Nodak123. Suzanne, Douglas, hello. Well, hello, Suzanne. Thanks for watching my little show here. Hey, Thompson, Doug has a bent pencil. Is it? Oh, yeah. No, I do not have Perron syndrome. They got those ads where they show the bent carrot and all that, you know. Sooner or later, they're just going to show the real thing, you know. It's like the toilet paper ads, except it's, you know, bears wiping their butts, you know. At least it's cartoon bears at this point. My God, you don't really need to see that demonstrated, do you? I wouldn't think so. Nodak123, draw you can do, Doug. Draw sexy women. Yeah, that's what I should do. But I got this. I'm going to draw these horrible people. I kept meaning to do like a portrait of Steel Toe with Melton's head floating around his head. I've done it before. Maybe I could do, yeah. Anyway, hey, Thompson, take a teaching gig at a school in Asia. You'll love it. Doug. Nodak123, the YouTube chat stinks. Come to Rumble chat. Hey, Thompson, Doug can be a hand model. You think so? Yeah. I don't know. I think they prefer them without hair on the hand. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's a damn good looking hand. Jeez. Well, what do you know? You learn something new every day. Karmic X, LOL, Nodak123, draw horrible sexy women. Well, I tell you, it's something about psychotic girls, you know. All right, it's, you know, the sex seems to come. Yeah. Anyway, Karmic X. Hey, Doug. Hey, Karmic X. Not a Thompson. Oh, this is where the cool people are. Oh, yes. Nodak123, sexy fingernails. Well, not a Thompson. Draw Tass and Felicia ass to ass. Yeah, no, I won't be doing that. I've drawn Felicia a couple of times, but man, there is something seriously wrong there, and it's blatantly obvious, regardless of any bias in friendships and all that. If you have eyes to see, ears to hear, and a mind to think with. Anyway, Karmic X, psycho bitches and sexiness kind of go hand in it. There's always something to that, but what do you got? Not a Thompson, LO, not a drawing. Okay, well, no. Nodak 1, 2, 3. Huzzah! We are here. Karmic X, geez, not a Thompson, LOL. Yeah. Well, we won't be doing that. We will. Well, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm doing this. Let's see where. Oh, damn it! I hate it when it stupid Microsoft. I don't want your crap. All right, I'm looking at the image, and I hope because I won't be. I can sort of see the chat while I'm doing it, but I can't see what the Rumble Studio is showing me because the image is in my way. And so is my, God damn, I'm going to have to move it. All right, I won't be able to see the chat. But I'll get back to it. So there's our lovely couple. Can't remember all the details, but I think the deal is the husband, boyfriend, whatever he is going to take the major fall for this. The female in this one does have something going for her because I got these text messages between them, and she's cussing him out for killing the kids. But she stayed with him, huh? Yeah. So she'll be facing some charges, and I'm sure they can turn her against him and all that sort of thing. But yeah, it sounds like that's what happened. And think he's trying to claim the baby was stillborn, but I think the coroner says otherwise. And so she might have more of won't get as many years as him if he's the actual main perpetrator, but still guilty knowledge of the crime and corrupt obstruction and all that. But hey, look on the bright side. At least she didn't dump her baby into the toilet, clogging up a restaurant's toilet. Man. And there's things like that. You're like, good God, this is horrific. And you're not wrong. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, come on, it's no big whoopee. No, it is. It's about as awful as it gets. But just so weird and bizarre. You're just like, oh my God. And it kind of inspires a chuckle. I am ashamed, but not nearly as ashamed as someone who, dumps a baby in the toilet. And then I guess she tried to flush it. I don't know. Because, it's like later they check it. Hey, crap, the toilet's backing up in the restroom, and they send their guy in there to deal with it. And hey, wait a minute. I've never seen a turd like that. And then, oh no, it's not. And so yeah, the broad I'm about to draw after I draw this idiot. Yeah, she didn't do that. But she stayed with this piece of shit who murdered her child. Yeah. So that's the deal. But more on the potty story over at censored.tv for New York City Crime Report. Yeah, don't let the certain Nationalist Socialist Workers Party flag scare you away from the thumbnail. But it's not. I don't even know. Like, hey, is there a theme here? I don't know. But it's just there, you know. I don't know what to make it. Yeah. But shouldn't distract you from the horror of baby dropped in toilet clogs plumbing, you know. And that is like a New York Post headline, you know. But it's like, geez, you don't. Hey, maybe I can make a New York Post headline. I've got to commit the crime to fit the line, you know. I don't recommend that. And look, no one's really gonna beat headless body and topless bar, you know. I mean, but I don't know. The baby clogged, pooped in toilet clogs plumbing. Anyway, it's not something to aspire to. I would think, and I do think things. So anyway, his better half. Let's see, the fair sex. Yes. Hey, she was scared and didn't know what to do. You stayed with the guy who did that. So I before I drifted off into slumber, I was able to catch Taz saying her channel was under attack. And my first question is, what took so long? But it's always funny, you know, talking about I'm telling my story and all this stuff and the truth and what have you. It's all a part of the arts and the details of argument. So you make your point, you know, and then someone disagrees or says it's not true or what have you. Well, they make the counter argument, you know, and the best one wins, you know. However, if you can't do that, what you do is you shut down and censor the other guy making the argument. You tried to stop and block any other dissenting voice. Sound familiar? What kind of mindset would do that? And that way you don't have to come up with your superior argument. You know how claiming receipts, and when if you go to a store and you want to return a product because it turned out to be crap or whatever, you're going to need your receipt for that. You can't just, and now sometimes some of them say just as a policy, but if say, hey, you're the same guy, you keep coming in here and doing that, and you're like, all right, but you know, keep the receipt. So you actually have to show that. You know, you don't get your money back if you don't. You don't just, yeah, I got it somewhere, and then it doesn't happen. You know, eventually it's does this receipt exist, or it's not quite the receipt you made it out to sound. You know, that could be a problem too. So what you do there is yes, you try to get someone's channel shut down. You don't argue the points. You don't say this is bullshit, this was manipulated here, you know, what have you. And if you're not doing that, it's one has to conclude it's because, well, you can't. So shut that down before there's any response. I mean, you can't claim all kinds of events and whatnot and add no corroboration or proof to it. I mean, you can't just show up and say, I don't know. I don't remember. Well, when did this happen? I don't know. Where was it? I don't remember. Do you remember the room? No. You know, these things happen though. Emotions run high. Oh boy. Damage. Yes, damage. One can only speculate, but after a while, it's any potential for sympathy vanishes over an obsession, if you will, that grows to dominate one's psyche and seems to be without end, all the while claiming to be over it and what have you and all that. So, at one time seemed rather sad, and now we reached the moment that I don't give a shit anymore. And whatever career you wanted or anything like that, I don't think you should. Well, I guess you could have one, but I mean, should something follow you later because of your own actions, well, I guess you'll have to explain that. But hey, maybe then you'll have the receipts, you know? You'll finally find it. Seems unlikely. Well, yeah. Hope springs eternal, doesn't it? All right. I don't think this is as good as that last drawing. Jeez. But it's not bad. You know, I guess I kept, as I'm going, I originally had her at the size she was, but I kept blowing up her head to get her face closer to what I'm looking at. But she's much smaller than him. But well, it's two different mug shots, so you know it can be deceptive. You know. Um. There we go. Put this idiot in there. Well, I don't know. Just shit happens, I guess. But I found a way to live rent free. You can't argue that. Yeah, that's true. And that's the sad part. Taxpayers got to feed this shit. Yeah. It's really a problem. At one time, I was almost opposed to the death penalty, you know. And it's just a philosophical thing. It was like, wow, you know, it's state power over life and death. But then, at the time that I was considering this, all of a sudden there was like a rash of these pedos that murdered little girls, you know, and especially that one. Damn, where was that? Florida, I think, where he buried her alive and all that. I was like, holy shit. No, got to keep that death penalty because that kind of trash needs killing. Unfortunately, I think the guy ended up dying of a heart attack in prison. But so, yeah, okay, God took care of business. But yeah, that was, you got to keep it for, absolute monsters, And the real argument against the death penalty, and the only one, is what if you got the wrong guy, And yeah, that's Jesus, that's a tough one, Because I don't know how many cases you got people that are, well, he was locked up for 20 years, but we suddenly took another look at it and realized, oh shit, it wasn't him. Man. Well, we're gonna let you go. So 20 years. And you gotta wonder, is that really like Rip Van Winkle or something? You come out and the entire world is completely different. I mean, you get some idea of what's going on, but you're not out in it. You're in there. And then well, go find a job or some shit. Now usually there's some settlement, Gee, we're sorry for the inconvenience, but it happens, and that's all you can say, Sometimes it's a little more sinister than that, but it's not exactly. Oh, like you never make a mistake. Yeah, that's like I remember a while back they had this story. There was a couple of them. Probably the worst. I mean, one of them was this guy was going to have his leg amputated, and they amputated the wrong one. So, so now the guy, and they still had to take out the bad one, So now he had both legs gone, But the worst was this guy who had a cancerous lung. And but the other lung was healthy. Can you guess what happened? Yeah, that's right. They cut out the healthy lung. So they said, "Oh, oops." I mean, the other guy is, going to be in a wheelchair. This guy, well, you're going to die. I mean, we could have saved you, but we messed up. And I seem to recall, I don't know if it was the actual surgeon or someone tangentially involved or whatever. And it was that, oh, like you never made a mistake attitude. It's like, yeah, made some mistakes on the job, but I didn't kill anybody. And oh man, that was tough because they actually interviewed the poor guy laying on the bed, struggling to breathe. And oh, Jesus. And, there's a lot of frivolous lawsuits out there, especially in malpractice, but that one, jeez. But yeah, just like, oh, like you've never had a mistake. It's like, hey, look, I don't think now's the appropriate time to make that joke. Joke? But yeah. Sometimes that my bad. See, it's fine when Tass says it. She's not cutting the wrong lung out. She just, I don't know, forgot to put the super tip up or something. It's completely different, you understand. And so the my bad, well, all right. If it happens again, you go to bed with no ice cream. But in the case of whoopsie, oh man, I cut the wrong lung out. Well, we all have two, and you have. Oh, Oh yeah, I was supposed to cut the sick one out because it's not going to work anymore. Hmm. Oh well. Shizness happens. And he's checking his watch for gotta get to the golf course. Come on. And all that. That's why you need professionalism, you know. You need to have a work ethic and have an appreciation for it. Whether anyone knows you did good deeds or not. Whether there's ever any real prize for it. I mean, of course you get paid. But that's the work ethic. It's like, even if management never knows that you were a lazy bastard, you know who will know? You will. Yeah, you'll know. That's not really getting through, is it? You know? All right. Let me see. Take a look at this. Well, yeah, I really screwed up her ear here. I know. Damn, they shrunk her ear in prison. It's tough. Okay. So there you go. American Toxic. Nobody knows what it's like to be the bad dad. But again, that's probably, hey, I didn't try to flush the kid down the toilet. Your Honor, we want that mentioned in the record. In the record? No, I'm not doing that. Yeah, the Daryl Brooks trial was the gift that kept giving until it couldn't. You know, nothing can last forever. You know, but geez, you gotta admit, I was pretty smitten with that lady judge there. Maybe it's just me, but I thought she was pretty smoking myself. Oh crap! Now that thing's gonna go through my head. All right, let me get back and remember that I'm doing this live. Yeah, I didn't really. I guess I kind of. He doesn't really look like that. And there, oh yeah, there's some kind of scar here or something. I don't know. There, that'll do it. And yeah, I missed. Damn it, because her face is more rounder. So, but a good bit of the elements are there. It's kind of how she might look in a couple of more years when the baby fat's gone. You know, that's a sign of aging. You want to lose the fat, but do you want to lose the baby fat? Let me. Golly, boy, you guys are really talking up a storm here. Geez Louise, geez Louise, geez Louise. Sorry, Louise. Karmic X, indeed, we are. Oh, we mean you're here. Right. Not a Thompson LOL, not a Thompson Rumble. No deck 123. Don't be gross. We just want Doug to hang out. Well, I'm actually sitting down, but not a Thompson. Doug, you are a movie snob. Well, it probably already is a podcast with that title taken. So, welcome to Snobcast, where I crap on movies. No, I just like movies to be good. When they're not, I'm kind of upset about it. And I tend to say it out loud. I know. I know. Say it out loud, Doug. We love him. We love him. Always saying it out loud. Not A. Thompson, there is a new Exorcist coming out this summer. Yeah, I'm unlikely to care. But yeah, I heard about it. Nodak123, he seems pretty goot at being a movie snob. I am goot. Karmic X, I got a new PC and have been using Internet Explorer. And just by using that, Microsoft gave me money, $30. Oh boy, is this one of those ads you always get in the comments? It's like the super tip I did of Felicia. Hey, I made, what was it, $100,000 a month, bitching about my boyfriend in the car. Subscribe to me and I'll tell you how. Not A. Thompson, I need to support Felicia on this stream. Support Tass and Dixon's stream. Well, yeah, whatever. Karmic X, at least she didn't dump her baby in the toilet. You're right. Doug, it's all about perspective. Yes, and that might be a mitigating circumstance for their trial. I doubt it. Don't see how it would be relevant in it. But anyway, Nodak123, LOL, I just love talking with people while I'm up here. Doug is awesome. Well, thank you, Nodak123. Not A. Thompson, the story of the year was the Swiss model being blended into a smoothie. Oh, yeah, that one. Jeez. You know, I mean, if people commit these murders and they cut people up, I mean, I don't know how you even, you know. But this guy was, well, that's an original, you know. Ever since, you know, Fargo, the wood chipper and stuff, but a smoothie, man. Nodak123, man. Karmic X, I always thought it was crazy Doug didn't have a long-term broadcast career. Me too, but well, a Bob Levy phone call in 2017 was all it took for him to get into this. Pretty much. Nodak123, I'm bald and have a beard. I know what you're doing. You mean in the picture? I mean, I get what? I mean, I didn't have his hair at first, and then I don't know. Anyway, not A. Thompson. My wife and I saw the story, and proof we belong together. We both wondered what kind of blender the guy had. Well, yeah, there is that, but I don't know that the company would want to be associated with it. But not A. Thompson. Did you work today? No, I did not. I'm off. That's how I'm able to do this. So don't get used to it. I'll be able to do it again next weekend as well, maybe, depending how, but the back's healing up, so I had a little more mobility today, so there's that. So hopefully by then, please God. Nodak123, no, I guess answering that question. Not A. Thompson, Tass equals too much drama. Felucia didn't strike her. Ryan did. Ryan? Oh, but no, damn it. Jeez. Nodak123, I work nights 6:45 to 3:45. 6:45. You mean, okay, so in the evening till, yeah. Karmic X, when I see wispy modern commie soy boy beards, I laugh maniacally out loud directly in their faces. I'm disappointed I'm still banned from Arby's, but it was worth it. Oh, yeah, just kidding. Nodak123, I look more like the right. Oh. Karmic X at Not A. Thompson. Who be Ryan? Well, you know. Not A. Thompson. Ryan has a YouTube channel, Task Clipped. Oh, so this is some other Ryan. Yeah, I don't know what that's about then. Nodak123, shut up, Doug. I'm 6'2". Well, there you go then. But I'm 6'3". Karmic X, I missed Tass's stream, caught the last 30 seconds. Well, you mean the one where she's talking about getting struck? You know, I mean, it's still there, I assume. Anyway, Not A. Thompson, Tass basically played his entire episode without transformative content. That's not accurate. Karmic X, Tass did a great job contrasting and comparing these fools' words with their past words. Not A. Thompson, I know, Tass didn't need Ryan's podcast. Karmic X, yeah, Doug's got his own shit to worry about in life. Yeah, there is that. Nodak 123, did you mess up, Doug? What an idiot. You stink. Just kidding, being a jokester. Keep it up. Not A. Thompson, Doug needs a mail order. Mail order? Oh, you mean the bride? You forgot that part? Anyway. Nodak 123, fuck. Doug, you're awesome. Well, thank you. Not A. Thompson, I wish my hands were as clean as Doug's. Oh, boy. Takes years of practice. But once you learn it, it's like riding a bike. Karmic X, Doug doesn't fuck around with his mad pen skills. Wow. Karmic X, no mod, Doug fucking rocks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Probably should look into that. Well, not anytime soon. Not A. Thompson, Doug greater than Tass? What, you mean at the drawings, or I guess? No Tass no Tass. No Tack 1, 2, 3. Doug and Tass are both great. That's right. Not A. Thompson, Doug is more sexy than Tass. Karmic X, Tass and Doug are two different styles. Tass is a cartoon master. Karmic X, Doug's got a classic comic book style. No Deck 1, 2, 3, Doug. Night Count? Night Court, you mean? The show? I liked it at the time. I haven't rewatched it since then. You know, it was one of those things that was what was available. So, yeah, watch that. That was bad, yeah, you know. They did a comeback thing. It looked horrible. So, a moment in time. Nodak 1, 2. Oh, wait, what did you think of it? Well, that's what I did. Nodak 1, 2, 3. I love the original Night Court. Yeah. I think I watched a few minutes of the new show, and I couldn't stand it. So, Not A. Thompson, something going on with Tass. Very odd. What? Being upset that someone struck her channel? Sounds like logic to me. Karmic X, Night Court rocked. Marky Post. Yeah, I know. You look her up. I know. She was smoking hot. She had that weird haircut. That was the thing at the time. But, you know, I look past it, though. Man. Apparently she had an affair with Bill Clinton at one point. Yeah, it's too bad. But yeah. Yeah, she was something. I had no idea she was such a fox in pictorials back then. Yeah. Nodak 1, 2, 3. Yeah, she was amazing. No, Not A. Thompson. It may come out Felucia is telling the truth. Need to hedge my bet. Well, you can hedge a bet, but don't hold your breath. Nodak 1, 2, 3. Amazing. Susan Nolan. Hail, Douglas Nelson. Missed you, PCB. Yeah, I know. That was a very, very, very long day. And couldn't do it. But hopefully, even with the back, it's getting better. So it should be better by then. I should be able to do this Wednesday's show. So, Nodak 1, 2, 3. My favorite Christmas special was Muppet Family Christmas. Karmic X, I think I've been pro capital punishment since I first heard of it. And the older I get, the more barbaric I want it to become. Man, you want the electric chair back, or firing squad, the noose? Not A. Thompson, you'd love Singapore. Yeah, sometimes they cane people, for the misdemeanors and stuff. Karmic X, Singapore, caning pretty mild, I'd imagine. Well, Nodak123, Doug is going to be odd that he reads all of our all of our chat. So odd that I read them. Karmic X, I'd love embarrassing punishments over here in the States, like for everybody to watch. They used to do that, public flogging and stuff. Nodak123, ooga booga, wooga dooga. Nutty Thompson, that cane hurts. Well, that's the idea. Karmic X, great pin work, Doug. Well, thank you. Nodak123, I'm Doug and poop, poop, poop. Nodak123, you're awesome, Doug. Karmic X, that judge was fine. Yeah, she was. Nutty Thompson, Doug is a movie snob. Karmic X, hi, Doug. How you doing tonight? Well, better than last night because the back doesn't hurt as much. So there's that. Karmic X, the art rocks. Kevin, thanks for hanging with us, Doug. We know you would rather be at the disco. Bugging or bouging down? Oh, boogieing, I guess. Down to the Bee Gees and the Village People. Well, Nodak123, poop. Nutty Thompson, LOL, listen to Doug. He's always semi-shitting on a movie that hasn't even come out yet. Yeah, you mean the Exorcist movies? Yeah. Hello, Susan Dolan, hail Kevin. Tark the Shark, hi Susan. Susan Dolan, hail Tark the Shark. Kevin, hi Susan. Karmic X, what is Doug drinking at the moment? Coke Zero. And if it's just coffee, be more descriptive. I tend to drink with coffee, medium dark roast community coffee. Nodak123, love you, Doug. This is so stupid. Nodak123, God damn it, I can't quit laughing. Nutty Thompson, some people pay for those Singapore canings at a bar my friend goes to. Wow. So that's the makeup for not having the automated bull ride thing. Nodak123, sorry, Doug. Love some more chat. Oh, wait, I missed one. Karmic X, I've been watching modern women on TikTok dress with 80s style big hair fishnets. Holy shit. Do they wear the aerobic leotard things? Those were hot. Sure, they look goofy and stupid, in their own way, but I quickly forget about that. Yeah. Yeah, that was something. Anyway, Nodak123, I am an ass, but love that you are with us. Nutty Thompson, speaking of ass, what is your problem? What? Hasn't she suffered enough? I would think so. And I do, which is why I said it. All right. What do I do now? I wanted to catch up on some of these stories. Don't know if I'll draw any of them, but I'll do that, shake it up a little and all that kind of stuff, razzmatazz, whatever. So this gives me a chance to play one of my Nelson. Oh, wait. Karmic X, the Showtime leotard aerobics from the 80s. Excellent. Yeah, that was good stuff. Nodak123, Doug, I'm going to forget that you are with us. I want more drawing. Then you can hang out without. Nodak123, use hashtag. Huh. Well, I'll think of something. But I got to take a break because even though the back doesn't hurt as much, it does hurt. Oh, Nutty Thompson blender story. Well, yeah, you told it. Blah, 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 blah. Where is it? Oh, yeah. It's an oldie but goodie, So, wow, 7 minutes. That gives me a lot of time. So here's Nelson News. This is a Nelson News Bulletin. Tennessee cops, including married female officer fired after repeated wild sex romps. Hello, I'm Mr. Nelson. A small Tennessee police station has been rocked by allegations of wild sexual misconduct after a married female officer allegedly had steamy romps with 6 male officers, including illicit on-duty liaisons. Officer Megan Hall and her fellow law officers allegedly engaged in wild sexcapades that included sending dirty pictures, taking her top off at a Girls Gone Wild hot tub party, and even having oral sex with 2 officers at the Laverne, Tennessee police station. The steamy shenanigans, in which Hall allegedly bragged about the size of one partner's genitals and claimed to be in an open marriage, not only led Hall to be canned, in more ways than one, but led to the firings of Sergeant Lewis Powell, Officer Juan Lugo, Sergeant Ty McGowan, and Detective Seneca Shields. 2 other officers who allegedly had romps with Hall, Patrick Magliocco and Larry Holiday, kept their jobs but wound up suspended. Well, I guess they only got one go around or whatever. Anyway, the extracurricular trysts took place at hotels and parties at each other's houses and on a boat, while Hall was also accused of performing oral sex on Powell and Shields while on duty at the police station and police gym. Officials began to look into the swinging personal lives of the amorous officers when Laverne Mayor Jason Cole received a tip that Hall was sleeping with several fellow officers and had a threesome with Magliocco and his wife. When asked about the tip, Magliocco admitted to having sex with Hall on numerous occasions. He told investigators that Hall had told him about Powell's big black dick and claimed she had performed a sex act on him while the pair were on the clock. Magliocco also said he had seen Hall and Holiday kiss while watching football at a party, and said Hall had kissed his own wife, Amy, after learning they had an open marriage. The officer said Hall's husband saw the kiss and told officials the cuckold really wasn't on board with his wife having a threesome with the Maglioccos, but she continued having a relationship with him. When questioned, Powell later denied that he had had a sexual encounter with Hall, but said everybody knows she has multiple partners, as he named Holiday and McGowan to investigators. After being caught lying about being at the gym with Hall, Powell admitted to the tryst during a follow-up interview. Powell was then involved in a domestic disturbance with his wife. Gee, I wonder why that happened. Who he told investigators beat the shit out of me, adding that he would most likely lose his children after the spurned woman learned of the affair. Yeah, well, you gotta expect these things. Holiday admitted under questioning to having sex with Hall multiple times, and McGowan revealed that he once went to Hall's house with another female and exposed his genitals after initially denying having sexual relationships with Powell and Magliocco. Hall later copped to the affairs and also admitted having sex with Lugo at a motel after they met at a go-kart center. A charge that Lugo initially denied before caving under a second interrogation. Under questioning, Shields said, "I have never had sex with Megan Hall until admitting she had performed oral sex on him while on duty when pressed." I guess he's going for the Bill Clinton route. Anyway, Magliocco also noted he had become concerned about Hall's mental health and heavy drinking and driving. The officer said Hall had once pulled the trigger on an empty gun pointed at her temple so she could hear what it sounded like, and said she was suffering from mental illness. Yeah, I can see where you might reach that conclusion. An oft-mentioned event was a Memorial Day party in a boathouse owned by another member of the department, to which several officers had brought their children. At one point during the party, an intoxicated Hall was reportedly being force-fed vodka by Magliocco in the hot tub, at which time her top came off. And other officers stopped the former officer from drinking and helped her cover up to protect her. Lugo, Powell, and Shields were also dismissed for violating police procedure and lying during the investigation, along with McGowan, who had been witnessed choking an HR employee. Holiday, Magliocco, and Patrol Officer Gavin Chauvery were suspended in connection with the probe. That means the investigation. HR Director Andrew Patton, who authored the report and conducted the investigation, sanctioned the 8 officers with various penalties for sexual activity while on duty, sexual harassment, conduct unbecoming of an officer, and lying during the course of the investigation. It was further revealed that Hull and many of the male officers had shared lewd text messages and pornographic images of themselves. Pornography and offensive pictures in the workplace are forms of sexual harassment. These items are offensive, inappropriate, and can lead to a hostile work environment for other employees, said the report. Well, a typical motto for a policeman is to protect and serve. But for Officer Megan, seems she was more inclined to the serve part. All right. I figured I'd catch up with some of these. Let me turn that off. Just a couple of stories I had for Pat's show the other night, or last night rather, and it's just basically the title. Bitch, you're not going nowhere until you pay me. Hairdresser holds scissors to face of customer after demanding an extra $50. Well, there she is. She needed an extra $50. So a Tennessee hairdresser, well, how about that? A local girl for Pat Dixon, is accused of holding a pair of scissors near the face of a customer after demanding an extra payment of $50. Michelle, my bill. Michelle Ray, 31, faces charges of aggravated assault and false imprisonment because, she was holding her there in the chair, Man, the camera is in. I'm going to have to move it. Okay. Citing the arrest affidavit, local NBC affiliate WMC reported how the alleged assault escalated on September 13th at Love My Hair Salon in Memphis. A woman paid a $50 deposit and $410 through Zelle at the salon. The outlet reported. But before the appointment ended, the hairstylist allegedly demanded $50 more. When the customer questioned the amount, Ray became irate and began cursing and yelling. Don't move, because I got these scissors next to your face, the defendant allegedly told the customer at one point. And bitch, you're not going nowhere until you pay me. Ray allegedly locked the door and blocked the customer's path. The customer managed to call the police, and she was ultimately let go. Ray was booked into the Shelby County Jail. She was released after posting $7,500 bail. Well, did she really need the 50? But I guess she expected a tip. Maybe that was what it was. You're not going nowhere. I don't know. I had a little kick out of that, Okay, I guess it's got to stop sharing, then share the other one. Yeah, that's what you do. The other tail. This was one, not a whole lot, but still Why parents are defending longtime teacher who drew penises on student school forms. And of course, the Post. They say she's the full package. Students and parents defended a longtime Colorado teacher who could lose her job for drawing cartoon penises on yearbooks, saying she's an unwavering source of support who shouldn't get the shaft from administrators. Shaft, get it? Supporters of Fairview High School teacher Rebecca Roetto flocked to a school board meeting in Boulder Tuesday night to slam the longtime wellness teacher's dismissal over sexual harassment allegations as trumped up and totally nuts. So she drew the nuts too? I don't know. Anyway, there she is. I draw penises. Miss Roetto, who spent her career speaking up for those of us who don't have a voice, said former student Jennifer Contreras Robles, who's now a sophomore at University of Colorado. There are real problems at Fairview, and Miss Roetto is not one of them. She is the kindest, most supportive teacher that I have had. Roetto, who teaches wellness in action and yoga and bowling classes, stands accused of drawing wieners on 10 student school forms, along with some yearbooks as an apparent joke. 10. 10 dicks. On the day she drew them, students had showed up to class to find dozens of penises scrawled on the building in what may have been an end-of-year senior prank. Later in the day, Roetto didn't have a stamp she needed to mark a checkout front form for seniors' graduation, so students quipped that she could simply draw a penis in its place. She playfully obliged, but a school security guard saw one and reported it. Well, there's always a rat, you know. In August, she was placed on paid leave following an investigation by the school district. Who the hell is this guy? Oh, the superintendent. I'm Superintendent Rob Anderson. I don't like penises. All right, Rob, I understand. The district found that she engaged in misconduct and exhibited inappropriate behavior with students that constitutes sexual harassment. Was what happened a mistake? Yes, said Randy Hart, who worked with Roetto as a substitute teacher. Should a 20-year career go down the drain because of it? No. Parent Catherine Francis also defended Roetto at the meeting, saying her advocacy for students and criticism of school culture may be the real reason she was punished. I can't help but wonder if what we're witnessing today is retaliation for her using her voice to draw attention to these failures in our schools. She said Roetto was ballsy enough to support students who were the victims of sexual assault and had recently called for more transparency at the school. Wow, that's a big campus, huh? Look at that. Other speakers described Roetto as an unwavering source of support for kids and said a dumb mistake shouldn't result in her firing. Well, what about 10? The issue was not on the school board's official agenda, so board members didn't comment. Roetto also runs the school's Adelante program, which supports first-generation students. Yeah. So this is filed under penises, school sexual harassment teachers. Yeah, that's the common thing these days. So, you know, they're a little nervous about this sort of thing. They can't keep the teachers from banging the students, so that's probably what happened there. But 10? Well, whatever. There you go. Don't draw penises on students' papers or whatever. Whoa, another jumper. A woman sobs after her apparent husband jumps to his death. Heartbreaking photographs. Yeah. Yeah. People do that with those tall buildings. Okay. I think I got, two more. Let me get rid of this one. Goodbye. And then, yeah, this one. We'll see what this one's all about. Speed. There we go. Woman shot in the back of the head before taking lift to. Oh, shot sister in the back. Woman shot sister. The one who got shot got into a lift. Woman shot sister in the back of the head before taking lift to Publix, calling 911 and trying to pin murder on her husband's pregnant girlfriend. Boy, quite the soap opera, huh? Well, here she is. And she just doesn't look happy about it at all. Investigators in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I just saw the headline and saved it. Jeez. Tonight on Chattanooga Crime Report. Alleged that a 27-year-old shot her younger sister in the back of the head and left her dead on a couch at home before the suspect took a lift to a Publix supermarket, called 911, and tried to pin the crime on another woman. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office investigation began after lunch on Thursday when a woman called 911 from Publix and purported to confess committing to murder at a home located on a cul-de-sac at the end of Thrush Hollow Lane. That caller allegedly tried to pass herself off as the pregnant girlfriend of Moore's husband. That apparently didn't work, as the suspect, named by authorities as Brittany Moore Harmon, but listed in jail in court records under the name Brittany Nicole Harmon, is now charged with murder after the 911 call. The victim, identified in some places as 25-year-old Brianna Harmon and in others as Brianna, was found fatally shot on a couch at home. The defendant reportedly claimed she was asleep on the couch with the victim before seeing her sister get up to use her phone that morning. In other words, the suspect allegedly claimed that before she went to Publix, her sister was still alive at home. At the start, the sheriff's office said only said it was conducting a death investigation and that there was no broader threat to the community, since a suspect was already detained. In an update, deputies identified their suspect and called the shooting an isolated incident. WRCB shed more light on how authorities came to the conclusions about the identity of the shooter and the nature of the crime. Moore was allegedly caught on the neighbor's ring camera at the crime scene when the shooting unfolded and caught on public surveillance video, while Moore allegedly claimed to be her husband's pregnant girlfriend and claimed to be calling from a fast access healthcare clinic. The Publix video obtained with GPS evidence tracing the call to the store undermined that story. So, it still goes on. Court records show that Moore has faced several other cases. Theft, aggravated arson, theft, violation. Violation, improper use of 911. False reports, first degree murder. Well, she's graduated to the big leagues now. So anyway, there she goes. Chattanooga will have to deal with her. It's always sad when sisters fight, but they do, Okay, one more. Give me just one more story. Give me just one more story. All right. Make sure it is actually there. Yeah, it is. Well, the picture tells the story, doesn't it? That's pretty much it. I saw that and said, all right, this might be good. Woman let diabetic teen die from milkshake after months of failing to give her insulin. Yeah, that's a long way to plot a murder, but anyway, good God. Whew. A South Carolina woman accused of letting a teen in her care die from lack of diabetes medication allegedly admitted that she let the girl eat something she knew could put her in danger. Cheryl Lee Sweeney, 50, of North Charleston, failed to look after a diabetic 17-year-old girl in her care. Law enforcement said, according to a probable cause affidavit, Sweeney knew for years that the girl, who has not been publicly identified, needed medication to survive, but did not take the necessary steps to make sure she took it. In June of 2021, The juvenile victim was diagnosed with diabetes, which does not state the relationship between Sweetie and the victim. After multiple canceled and no-show medical appointments, the victim was hospitalized in September 2021 for high blood sugar. At the time, the defendant was advised that the victim taking her insulin was not optional. The insulin was needed daily in order to help maintain her insulin levels throughout the night. The last time insulin was ordered for the girl ever was September 20th, 2021, and the girl was never taken back to her pediatric endocrinologist. Doctors and medical staff reportedly told Sweeney multiple times that if the girl started vomiting, she should be taken to the hospital immediately, as it could be a symptom of diabetic ketoacidosis, a potentially fatal condition in which the body cannot produce enough insulin. Sweeney, who allegedly said that she also had diabetes, verbalized understanding this. Despite that acknowledgement, Sweeney allegedly did not follow through. On October 12th, 2022, the victim was seen vomiting by the defendant. She was not transported to the hospital. Following days, Sweeney finally called 911 after finding the girl on her bathroom floor. During that call, Sweeney allegedly indicated that she might have known this would happen. While on the phone with 911 dispatch, the defendant was heard saying, "I knew she shouldn't have had that milkshake." The girl was taken to the hospital and pronounced dead. According to medical staff, the teen's weight had dropped from 136 pounds to 98 pounds. The cause of death was listed as hypersomnolar ketoacidosis due to the diabetes mellitus. Remember him? He was Roman emperor. The manner of death was listed as a homicide. Police say that Sweeney is directly responsible for the girl's death and listed the specific ways in which she failed the teen. The defendant did not take the victim to her endocrinologist appointments for a year. Prior to the missed medical appointments, the defendant was educated multiple times and told to take the victim to the hospital immediately if she started to vomit. The defendant was educated on the victim's insulin regimen and advised that not taking the insulin was not an option. The defendant constantly stated that the victim would not take her insulin, but as the guardian, the defendant was responsible for making sure the victim took her required insulin and that the victim made it to her medical appointments. The last refill date for the victim's insulin was in September of 2021. Sweeney was charged Wednesday with unlawful conduct toward a child. She is currently being held in jail on $40,000 bond and has a court hearing. Yeah. Well, so the main thing here, she needed her insulin. She didn't get it. And giving her a milkshake was a bad idea. Plus, she says she's diabetic too, but I'm guessing type 2. So not really up on the whole insulin regimen. And it sounds like this girl was obviously type 1, needing the insulin and probably born with it, So sucks to be you old bag. So that's that. How about that, huh? Oh yeah. Stop the share. There we go. There's that. It should be back. Okay. Now to find something else to do. Let me check the chat. Let me see. Good Lord. It's a lot. Oh, yeah, that's the one about that. Karmic X. No, that's one I read. Oh, jeez. Oh, this one I don't remember. Tetrarch of Apathy. Douglas Nelson. This time your work reminds me of the late 70s, early 80s Mad Magazine art in their movie parodies, King Kong, Star Wars, Close Encounters. Yeah, Mad Magazine was a huge influence on me. Mort Drucker and Angelo Torres. Nodak 123. Lots of pooping time. Well, it's a special time that requires time. Karmic X, nice. No Deck 123. I'm an ass. Doug's the best. Nade Thompson. Tess was copyright struck by Ryan Shaner. The End podcast. Tass was not struck by Gino, Felicia, Chrissy, KB, etc. It was Ryan. So Shaner said, yeah, that was me. Is that how that goes? DJ, play nice. Good morning. Karmic X, okay, good to know, Thompson, but was Felicia involved in any way, shape, or form? Well, how would you know? I mean, DJ, play nice. Hey, Thompson, Susan Dolan, Kevin, Tark the Shark. Kevin, hi, DJ. Susan Dolan, hi, hail, DJ. Karmic X, great animation, Doug. Well, thank you. Kevin, that animated cop is getting me horny. Oh. The Tetrarch of Apathy. Hello. Kevin, she likes to play with various nightsticks. Yeah, I imagine. Nade Thompson. Lewd Texer. Text messages, maybe? And yeah, it's LAWD. Karmic X, Wonder Doug, have you been experimenting with AI art? I've been using X Twitter's Grok, and it's pretty impressive. Yeah, I've used AI here and there, a lot of times for backgrounds and some of the Photoshops. And then, yeah, I'll add Photoshop on top of it. And some of the recent imagery for Anthony's show at the end credits, you know, and I mean, some of them you can look at it and see. You can put in Anthony Cumia's name, but the guy that shows up, it looks like somebody who might have been Anthony's cousin or something like that, but it's not enough. And then like Gavin McGinnis, it's just some bearded guy with Gavin's haircut, but doesn't really look like Gavin. It's weird trying to do a picture of them together because it'll show them both having arm tattoos. Yeah, as far as I know, Anthony doesn't have any of those. Nade Thompson, you monetized yet? No, I am not. Kevin, 10 dicks doesn't mean you get the shaft. It's a lot of shafts, though. Nade Thompson, Chattanooga not safe. Well, what are you going to do? Kevin, Pat's got some interesting neighbors. Yeah. Angry Space Marine Finity. Cocktail, I guess. Kevin, killer milkshake. Yeah, that's right. Well, it wasn't this time. I don't know if they'll advertise that. Don't forget to try out our killer milkshakes. Kevin, Nade Thompson. Felicia tells Ryan what to do. I don't know. There's copyright claims there, but I guess it was a strike. But I don't know. I mean, there's text over it and all this stuff, and it's a clip from it, and it's to illustrate. It's an interesting. I think this is the one where she's talking about paranoia. Where it asks about what superpower would you want, and she says invisibility, and goes into great lengths of describing. She wants to know what everyone's doing. So I was like, well, that's just. I guess you didn't need the entire conversation to make the point, but does really illustrate it. But anyway, I'm sure they'll figure that out. Everything is fine. Everyone is happy. Let me see here. My collection of pretty girls to draw. Man, why is it jumping around? Jump around. Jump around. This will be cool in this Photoshop. This will be cool in that button, and never do it. What was that? Oh, damn it. Taking too long. Taking way too long. I don't know. Maybe just like an isolated image. Yeah. What is that? Apocalypse Now? Yeah. And this is great. All they can see is your hand while you sit there. That's simple enough. Here, this will work. I don't even know who this is. Okay. Oh, God. Man. Oops. Oh, you lost that 80s leotard. Now it's gone. 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 Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that was the thing. All the aerobics videos, and it was like, of course, Jane Fonda did hers, and suddenly a bunch of these gals were doing that, and it was all about health. Yeah, well, there was some amount of exercise as a result, sure, but okay. Just a very simple pose. I don't know. Just, is she like a dancer or something? I don't know. Damn it. So I think I'll do the. Oh yeah, the other. Might do the other drawing. I don't know. Maybe I'll save that for. Oh, there's tomorrow night, so I could do one then too. That's true. Um, oh, it goes. Hey, I know. I'll just pretend that this is Judge Jennifer Darrow. Yeah, she really had to struggle with that case, and it's like, man, she's really putting up with the idiocy. But of course, uh, trying to avoid any chance of appeal. you know. Otherwise, you know, yeah, that asshole was just wasting everyone's time, guilty as sin, and all that. But you never know how appellate courts might go and might actually accept Siximimi as a legitimate grievance and grant a new trial. Oops. So I suspect that's what the thinking was, and quite a bit of that, at least. on her part. There's always that. Well, the defendant is, acting out or whatever. I can't remember what the complaint was. And then you have to say it like the defendant. Oh, jeez, what a mess. I just kept expecting him to. Why is no one concerned about the damage done to my truck? But of course, it was a mockery of justice. What? In the service of fairness, I give you every opportunity to defend yourself. And such time was afforded to him. There we go. Shills or Tootsies. Whatever it is, you seem to. No, how's it go? Something, something. A Tootsie Roll to me. So, damn. I can't remember. Oh no. That's okay. Because, you'll forget all about it. Yeah, that's too big of a head. Look, it's a process. It takes time. It's going to take a little time. Okay. That's too low. Dear God, the struggle. Dear God, no. Let this be right. Oh no. Yeah, it'll do. Oops, not that. Just ever so slightly. Yes. Yes, ever so slight. And there we go. Oops. If I don't get her hair right, I'm in trouble. Yeah. Okay. That's still too big. Well, screw it. That's what, and that's it. That's gonna do it. No one's gonna notice. That's great. That's stuck in the head. Doesn't have jack squat to do, but okay, well, just won't have that big of a smile, I guess. Jeez. Good Lord. Damn it. Now I'm angry. I will rage. But then I might throw my back out again, so I'll be just like. See, this is one of those where you can say, hey, look, shit happens. It's not like I cut the wrong lung out of somebody. I just messed up her mouth, that's all. It probably still works. Oh, good Lord. There's all kinds of like sequin things in there. Well, use your imagination. There we go. Well, look on the bright side. I didn't screw up your legs. Oh, I just did. Well, I mean, not too bad. Strap here, strap here. Oh, yeah. Know how these shoes work. They obviously do, but. Oh, there's the damn song again. God, this is terrible. Damn it. And now the circle of defeat is complete. Maybe one of these could. I don't know. Now all miserable and sad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I did that. I'm embarrassed I did that. Oh, well. Some, I don't know, lady in I guess, a dancing outfit or something. And then a couple of murderous parents. How about that? How about that? There's something. Something. Okay, nothing else in the chat. So there we go. A little bit of drawing, some news of other vicious criminals and stuff like that. So later on, yeah, I'll tape live stream Mr. Nelson Sunday Comics, and we'll be reading another story from the old public domain comic book Out of the Shadows. And I can't remember what the actual title of the story is, but we'll know it when I read it. And I'll do that. And then probably another one of these live stream drawing sessions Sunday night, or probably Monday morning, or however it goes, however you want to see it. So that's how that cookie crumbles, and now its crumbling is complete. So talk to you later. So thanks for being here, and have a good rest of your night.
This is the end, beautiful friend. This is the end, my friend. It hurts to set you free, but you'll never follow me, because this is the end. This is the end, beautiful friend. This is the end, my friend. It hurts to set you free, but you'll never follow me.